अभी वहीं से लाइव गया आपने बोला। हाँ हाँ
है ना, लाइव है।
हाँ 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 ओके। तो ठीक है, फिर वहाँ से लाइव करें मैडम। ओके।
शायद बराबर है।
और मैडम बोल रहे हैं कि उनका नेट स्लो है, नहीं दिख रहा है, पर अब अगर वहीं से चालू करो।
चालू करो।
हाँ, एक मिनट से।
देखो तुमको अभी 6 लोग देख रहे हैं, ऐसा दिख रहा है, 7 व्यूवर्स बढ़ रहे हैं, लाइक भी आ गया किसी का। चालू करता हूँ अगर इस पर। नमस्कार, मैं डॉक्टर कुणाल कामठे। आप सबका निरोग स्ट्रीट के इस जो लेक्चर सीरीज़ है उसमें आप सबका स्वागत है। पहले तो मैं आप सबकी क्षमा मांगना चाहता हूँ, कुछ टेक्निकल वजह से हम थोड़ा सा लेट चालू कर चुके हैं। एनोरेक्टल डिसीजेस एंड सुश्रुता is a very closed combination. Anorectal diseases, as per the Ayurveda, is nothing but the Sushruta, as we all know about it. In this anorectal series, we are having 7 lectures about the start from the Sushrut Samhita, then the treasures of Shalya Tantra, then Fisher and its treatment management, different Arsha, pineal sinus, then we are having fistula in ano, abscess, Kshar Karma, Kshar Sutra, likewise. So today we are seeing about the first lecture series, Know the Sushrut Samhita and Shalya Tantra, Treasures of Ayurveda. Actually, it is not possible to brief or give detail about the Sushrutna. It's a very short period. So we will just have a brief on Sushrut Samhita and the treasures of the Ayurveda. As we know, we are having different kinds of Ayurveda books, different books. But in our Dharma, 4 main Vedas are considered as the main book, which are having spiritually uh, with us. Those are nothing but our Rigveda, Samaveda, Yajurveda, and Atharva Veda. Most important thing, which includes health, astrology, business, government, army, poetry, spirituality, behavior, and many more things. We cannot think. Lot of things are mentioned in our Vedas, each and everything. Origin of Ayurveda is considered as, मैडम का फोन है क्या, दिख रहा है। Origin of Ayurveda is considered as the Upaveda of Atharva Veda, and it comes from Brahma next to Dhanvantari and then next to different disciples. There are difference of opinion about the origin of the Ayurveda, but we follow this one. If we see the history of the Ayurveda, not Ayurveda but the Shalya Tantra, when in the Prithvi, lot of people were suffering from the pain and different kind of diseases. The Rishi Munis, Bhagwan, and Aupadhenav, Vaitarana, Aurabra, Paushkalavat, Karavirya, Gopur Rakshita, and Sushruta, etc., they went to Lord Dhanvantari and request them, hey Lord, people are suffering from various diseases, physically, mentally, and crying with agony. We feel very bad that we cannot do anything. So, hey God, kindly teach us the knowledge or Ayurveda which relieves their pain and they will be happy. So Dhanvantari appreciate their aim, which is completely related to their wellness, and decide to teach all of them. So when they start for the teaching, he elaborate about the shlokas. In Ayurveda, near about 1 lakh shlokas are mentioned and around 1000 chapters are present. As the life of human is very less and the intellectual capacity it differs. So the Ayurveda is divided into 8 branches. Those are Shalya, Shalakya, Kaya, Bhuta, Kumara, Agada, Rasayana, and Vajikaran. If we see here, first it is mentioned about the Shalya Tantra, that is surgery. Dhanvantari, Lord Dhanvantari asked all the disciples which among these 8 branches which you all want to see or learn. All up says and all sent request about the Shalya Tantra. And then God says Evamastu and starts to the teaching. Among the all, there were a lot of disciples, then the Rishi Munis and gods all decided and all says ki we are here for the same aim. So from ours, Sushruta will be represent and Sushrut will ask the question. So here we can see the importance of the Sushruta. He was the leader during those days. Even we know the Mantri has been teach Lord Dhanvantari teaches all Shalya Tantra to different peoples, but Sushruta was the nearest one. Then Dhanvantari starts saying with the first of all the Prayojana of the Ayurveda. It is clearly mentioned that the Prayojana of Ayurveda, that is nothing but maintain the health of a healthy person and cure the disease of the diseased person. Ye khalva Ayurveda Prayojana Vyadhyupa Srushtanam. It means that it is the first science in the world which shows maintain the health of a healthy person, which shows to maintain the health of a healthy person and then cure the disease of the diseased person. So very important thing. Nowadays in this era, WHO also says health is defined as the state of physical, mental and social well-being, not merely absence of a disease or infirmity. We all know Ayurveda is nothing but the life of science. If we see the importance of the Shalya Tantra or Shalyanga, we have the one story in our text, that is in old age there were always battle in between the Devatas and Danavas. In the battle there was an injury, especially the injury of cut and all. So during the injury for the cut, it means the Vran. For the Vrana, Shalya Chikitsa was considered as the major treatment of line. And the second thing, the Yaksha, one of the god, whose head was cut during the battle and it was rejoined with the by Ashwini Kumaraj, so that it is considered as the first among the 8 branches. हम सबको ये क्वेश्चन हमेशा रहता है कि वाई शल्य तंत्र इज श्रेष्ठ और व्हाट इज द सुप्रीमेसी ऑफ द शल्य तंत्र और सर्जरी. इसमें हमको 3 रीज़न हम देख सकते हैं कि शल्य चिकित्सा एक ऐसी चिकित्सा है जिसमें प्रायतः रोग निवारण जो होता है वो शीघ्र संपन्न होता है. इसमें यंत्र, शस्त्र, क्षार और अग्नि इनके द्वारा चिकित्सा की जाती है, चिकित्सा में इनका प्रयोग होता है. और मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग, अन्य तंत्रों की तरह इसमें भी विशेषता, अन्य तंत्रों की तरह भी इसमें विशेषता होती है. मतलब जो अन्य तंत्रों में या अन्य संहिता में जो कोई भी चिकित्सा दिया है, जो कुछ भी डिसीजेस दिया है, इसके बारे में यहाँ पे ऑलरेडी एलॉबरेट किया हुआ है. इफ वी सी द सुश्रुत संहिता, all major Vyadhis or chikitsas are mentioned in it. It is not possible to take all the diseases in Shalya Tantra, but they covers maximum diseases. Why it is called as the Shalya Tantra as a Prashamsaniya? Why surgery is a Prashamsaniya? There are a lot of reasons. Nowadays also we follow that and we हम सब ऐसा मानते हैं कि शल्य तंत्र इज प्रशंसनीय होता है बिकॉज इट इज अ इटर्नल साइंस. शल्य कर्म करने के बाद में पुण्य कर्म मिलता है. देन यशस्य रेपुटेशन मिलता है, देन आयुष्य लॉन्ग लाइफ मिलती है, देन मीन्स ऑफ ऑब्टेनिंग हेवनली लाइफ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, देन वृत्तिकर लिविंगहुड रहता है. इन दिस वे importance of surgery has been mentioned, and only for mankind Lord Dhanvantari teaches to the all disciples. In the book of Shalya Tantra, Sushruta Samhita is considered as the best one which delivers maximum area of surgery. Even though some other tantras are also available like Aupadhenava Tantra, Paushkalava Tantra, but we are missing all those ग्रंथास. जीवन के एक उच्च आदर्श का भी वर्णन जो दिया है वो अपने सुश्रुत संहिता में दिया है, आयुर्वेद में दिया है. इसलिए आयुर्वेद is only considered as the Shastra, but it also considered as the science of the Atma. If we see the सुश्रुत संहिता के हम जो रेगुलर देखते हैं तो उसके 3 पार्ट्स माने जाते हैं, 3 खंड पाए जाते हैं, जिसमें सूत्र स्थान, शारीर स्थान, निदान स्थान, चिकित्सा स्थान, कल्प स्थान और उत्तर तंत्र, ये 6 भागों में इसको डिवाइड किया जाता है. If we see Sutrasthana, very much important has been given to Sutrasthana, because as Sushrut Samhita is written only and only for surgical predominancy, Sutrasthan में ही आचार्यों ने यंत्र, शस्त्र, अनुयंत्र, अनुशस्त्र etc. along with that क्षार कर्म, then अग्नि कर्म, जलौकाचरण, शस्त्र भेद, details of wound, ear puncture, द्रव्य, अन्नपान विधि etc. are mentioned very well. Then next is a Sharira Sthana. About it explains, it elaborates the anatomy and Garbhini also. Then Nidana Sthana is considered as the most major topic for the Nidana, that is nothing but the diagnostic tool. Signs, symptoms, causes, types of Arsha, Bhagandara, then Vidradi, Vrana, etc. are mentioned. The next is Chikitsa Sthana. In Chikitsa Sthana, there is a well management and Chikitsa explained by Sushruta. Speciality is wound, Vrana Chikitsa, piles, that is Arsha, fistula, etc. are mentioned in Chikitsa Samhita. Next, Kalpasthana. It is elaborating about the Sthavara and Jangama Visha. Uttara Tantra is ENT department, Netra Roga, ENT diseases, and Jura and Atisara, those diseases are also mentioned in Uttara Tantra. So we can see here in India, surgery was widely used during thousands of years before. Indian surgeon has performed most elaborate and most operations. Over 120 different steel instruments were used for the sieve up the wounds, then drain fluids, different kinds of surgical methods. More than 300 surgical procedures has been mentioned in Sushruta Samhita. Very much importance has been given to the blood. As we see, it is a surgical procedure, so everywhere it is relation of surgeon with blood, and Sushruta has been considered Rakta as a Chaturtha dosha also. Then 14 types of bandaging has been mentioned, types of wound care, wound after the Vranita Agar, how room should be there, then diet, anesthesia also mentioned. In those days, anesthesia, that alcohol, madhyapan and cannabis were used for the anesthesia. Then surgical rooms, pre-operative, operative, post-operative, before and after care, very well mentioned. Kshara karma, that is nothing but the cauterization, agni karma, jalavka were used abundantly during those days, and it is mentioned very well into the Sushruta Samhita. Sushruta also described the 8 sites of the surgery. Under excision, we know that Chedana, Bhedana, Lekhana, ityadi. Those are nothing but excision, incision, puncturing, then exploration, extraction, evacuation, and suturing. Surgical procedures of anorectal diseases are also mentioned. If we see the Ashtam Mahagada Vyadhi, those are nothing but the most painful diseases and difficult to cure. In those diseases, those are the 8 Mahavyadhis. In that, only 2 are the from the anorectal disease, that is Arsha and Bhagandara. See, among the 8, Sushruta has considered Ashtamahagada Vyadhi. Those are 2, that is, it means near about the 25% of total Ashtamahagada Vyadhi, that is Arsha and Bhagandara. So very much importance has been given to Arsha and Bhagandara. In Indian, rhinoplasty has been earned many laurel outside the country. If we see in 17th century in British Journal, one article has been published about the rhinoplasty. It is proud to say it was happened in Pune street only near the Shaniwar Wada. It is mentioned in that journal. It is mentioned कि on the street one layman who was doing a surgical procedure of the rhinoplasty. One patient who was cut his nose, and another person was doing his surgery. What he does, उन्होंने यहाँ पे इसे एक राउंड शेप में फ्लैप कट कर दिया, and then he just put the flap on the nose. Just he keep here in this region, he keeps some space so that the new skin can be reoccur very frequently. Fibrosis can happen and skin can come. And then after just putting, he just put some leaf of herbs, and he called that patient after the 7 days. The person who was British, he has taken follow-up also after 7 days, after 15 days, and he saw that it was completely healed after 10 to 15 days. So if we see such kind of surgeries, lot of surgeries can perform in different areas of the India. Some surgeries later practiced by some traditional families, and the knowledge was limited to them only. As we know, some traditional practitioners are also there during those days who were doing this type of surgeries or another type of surgeries for their limited family, and they teach to their limited persons only. So that may be reason lot of things are disappeared. So at the end, we should respect our father of Sushruta. He is the father of surgery, and learn more and more about the research-based science, and try to elaborate in the language in which all world can accept easily. That is the most important thing. Take any single point of Sushruta. It's my request to all who love Sushruta and who love especially anorectal treatment, or who are doing the proctology practices. Take a single point from Sushruta or single disease from Sushruta Samhita and learn it and start practice. Then see sky is the limit. So from tomorrow onwards, we will see the different kinds of anorectal diseases and its specially Ayurveda management and treatments. So it is a take home message from my side. Anorectal diseases are considered as the most important thing, as we see in the Ashtamahagada Vyadhi also mentioned. And due to this globalization and due to this modern era, lot of people are suffering from those diseases. So we have to take care, we have to consider, and we have to give treatment accordingly. Not giving medicine, not medicine can cure the disease, but along with that, ahara, vihara are also important. So friends, we will meet tomorrow with new topic. Tomorrow's our topic is different anorectal diseases and its management. It means the medicines which is deliberately used in Ayurveda, and which we can manage those diseases with Ayurvedic medicines only. Dhanyavad.